Today we are going to start a new series in which Naruto and Sasuke met Hagoromo earlier. Hello guys, this is the first part of What If Naruto and Sasuke Met Hagoromo Earlier. If you like the video, please like the video and subscribe the channel. Let us know the review in the comments section. You are watching Sage What IFS. Let's just start the video. As in the original Naruto, born when Nine Tails attacked the Leaf Village, his father Minato Namikaze sealed the nine-tailed beast into him to save the village. After 5 years, when Naruto was playing in the orphanage, Warden came there and threw him out of the orphanage. Poor Naruto was crying because he had now no place to live. He was sitting in front of the orphanage when a civilian came there. He knew who Naruto was. He came towards Naruto and said, "What are you doing here, Kyuubi brat? Today I found you out of orphanage and nobody is here to save you from me," that civilian said. Naruto heard it and ran from there because he knew whenever someone calls him Kyuubi brat they always came to beat him. This is why he ran away from there. He went into the forest where he found mushrooms in the forest and he was hungry, so he took some mushrooms to eat them. Naruto ate the mushrooms and then went into the village to see look in the village. It was time of the Rinne festival in the village, so Naruto went to watch the festival. Naruto was going towards where people were celebrating the festival, but on the way few drunk shinobis saw him and grabbed him. "What are you doing here, Kyuubi brat? I thought you were in the orphanage," that shinobi said to Naruto and took him to a silent place where to beat Naruto so bad. Naruto was so injured now he became unconscious. He woke up in his mental space and he was now in front of Hagoromo Otsutsuki. "Just who are you and where am I?" Naruto asked. "I am Hagoromo Otsutsuki," Hagoromo said to Naruto. "Where am I?" Naruto asked. "You are in your mental plane, Naruto." "Wait, you know my name?" Naruto asked Hagoromo. "Yes, I know you, Naruto," Hagoromo said. "How do you know me?" Naruto asked. "Don't ask too much questions, Naruto, let me explain you everything," Hagoromo said to Naruto. Naruto nodded. "I am Hagoromo Otsutsuki. I am the person from the past, a person who is long dead. I came here to inform you about the incoming threat. Maybe you would have to face something in future," Hagoromo said. "You would have to train hard to become strong." Then Hagoromo told Naruto about his two sons' story and about his mother. "Since a long time my two sons are reincarnating in the Senju and Uchiha clans. And this time my younger son has reincarnated into you, and I myself come here to tell you this because you may have to face a hard battle in future," Hagoromo said to Naruto. Then Hagoromo changed the mental plane and now they both were in front of Kurama. And then Hagoromo told Kurama about everything. "I want you to take care of Naruto," Hagoromo said to Naruto. "This time I and my younger son Asura in him to stop this rivalry and stop the thing which is about to happen in future," Hagoromo said. "There could be a threat to the whole world," Hagoromo said. "What about the threat to the whole world?" Kurama said. Hagoromo noticed that Naruto was now scared to see Kurama. "Don't you worry about him, he will be your friend onwards," Hagoromo said to Naruto. "As I told you about the thing about my sons, but this time the reincarnation of my older son managed to merge my younger son and his chakra together and he planned to get my power. Right now he is dead, but maybe there could a time when he would be revived, so you would have to help him to become strong so that when the time comes he could fight against him. Maybe I would have to come again here when you will need me. But before leaving there is something I need to give you," Hagoromo said to Naruto. He asked Naruto to raise his hand towards Hagoromo. Then Hagoromo gave a small amount on yin chakra so that he could be able to awaken the Sharingan. He didn't give any power to Naruto because he was a kid, he didn't even activated his chakra. And now Naruto got a little amount of yin chakra so that Naruto he can awaken the Sharingan maybe he need in the future. "My dear Kurama, I am entrusting him with you," Hagoromo said and loosened the seal on the stomach on Naruto so that Kurama can connect with Naruto. "I would have to leave now," Hagoromo said to Naruto and Kurama and left from there. Now Naruto was in front on Kurama. "Don't get scared, Naruto. Am I going to live here with you?" Naruto asked. "Yes, you are going to live with me, but not here. You will go back to real world, but you will be able to talk to me," Kurama said to Naruto. "Give me a fist bump," Kurama said to Naruto. And then Naruto did as Kurama told him to do. And then Kurama shared some of his chakra with Naruto and then healed his injuries, and now Naruto was in the real world. "Was that a dream?" Naruto said to himself. "No, it was not a dream," Kurama mentally said to Naruto. "From now onwards you are going to train to become strong," Kurama said to Naruto. "But first you are going to Hokage Tower to look for the Hokage." "How would I go there? I don't know where in Hokage Tower," Naruto said to Kurama. "Don't worry about it, I know where is Hokage Tower, but I think you should not go there because when you will go to village maybe someone will try to attack," Kurama said to Naruto. First you would have to train some so that you can save yourself, Kurama said to Naruto. But to train you first would have to activate your chakra, Kurama said to Naruto. What is this chakra, Naruto asked Kurama. Chakra is the thing with the help of which you can perform ninjutsu, Kurama told Naruto in an easy language. Oh okay, Naruto said to Kurama. But how can I activate my chakra, Naruto asked Kurama. To activate your chakra, you would have to sit and try to focus on your chakra, Kurama said to Naruto. With the help of Kurama, Naruto became able to activate his chakra. His chakra was so strong. It is good, Naruto, your chakra is bigger than a normal shinobi, Kurama said to Naruto. Is it, Kurama? Naruto said. Yes, it is, Kurama said to Naruto. From tomorrow you are going to train, Kurama said to Naruto. But when Naruto activated his chakra, a shinobi from the Leaf Village seen him activating the chakra. It was a girl named Anko. She was a snake user. She seen Naruto and then left to inform Hokage about it, that she has seen a young kid awakening his chakra. She reached in Hokage office and then told him about that she has seen a kid awakening his chakra in the forest. Then Hiruzen Sarutobi asked her about where he is. Then Anko took Hiruzen towards Naruto. On the other side, when Hiruzen and Anko were coming towards Naruto, Kurama sensed chakra coming there and then he told Naruto to get ready, someone is coming towards you, Naruto. Naruto got ready to run away from there, but when he saw it was an old man and a girl coming there. What should I do, Kurama? Naruto asked Kurama. Don't be scared, Naruto, he is the third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi. I know, don't leave, stay here. Don't tell him that you know about me, Kurama said to Naruto. Hiruzen came there and when he saw Naruto he asked Anko to leave from there. He came close to Naruto and sat beside him. Naruto saw him and asked, who are you? I am an old man passing through, Hiruzen said. What do you want? Naruto said. Nothing, I was just passing through. I have seen you stopped here, Hiruzen said to Naruto. What are you doing here? Hiruzen asked Naruto. Tell him, Naruto, that you used to live in orphanage but they threw you out of orphanage and this is why you live here now, Kurama mentally said to Naruto. Naruto told it to Hiruzen and then Naruto passed a fish he was cooking on the fire. You sure you want to give me this fish? Don't you want to eat? Hiruzen asked. Yeah, I can eat it, but you would be hungry too, Naruto said to Naruto. Yeah, I guess I am, Hiruzen said to Naruto. Then eat that fish, then asked Naruto to go with him into the village. Hiruzen took Naruto to the Hokage Tower and asked an Anbu to go look for an apartment. From now you would have to live in an apartment, can you do it? Hiruzen asked Naruto. Yes, I can, Naruto said to Hiruzen. Anbu came back there and told Hiruzen about the apartment that he got one. He gave Hiruzen the keys and took Naruto and Hiruzen towards the apartment he got. Naruto seen the apartment. There was a bedroom, a kitchen and bathroom. That was not so big, but he was alone so it was good for Naruto. You like the apartment? You think you can live here? Hiruzen asked. Yes, I like it, Naruto replied to Hiruzen. Everything is left to buy stuff for you from the market, Hiruzen said. But before going there I would like to ask you a question. Tell me, how did you activated your chakra so soon and how did you got to know about the chakra? Hiruzen asked Naruto. Tell him that you have read it into a book, Kurama said to Naruto mentally. Naruto told Hiruzen the same. So you like reading books? Hiruzen asked Naruto. Naruto nodded. Would you like to read more book? Hiruzen asked. Say yes to him and then ask him for permission. Go to the library too, Kurama said to Naruto. Yes, I would like to read more books, and can I go village library to read more books? Naruto asked. Hiruzen told Naruto that he can go to library to read more books. Then Hiruzen bought him foodstuff and then took Naruto back to the Hokage office and then wrote something on a scroll and gave him the scroll and then told him that you can enter the library with the help of this scroll. Naruto nodded. And then Hiruzen gave him the monthly allowance and told Naruto that he will get this much money every month, but he would have to spend that money very carefully. After that Naruto left from there. It was the time of evening, so Naruto left towards his new place and after eating he slept. He woke up early in the morning and went in the village to find something to eat. He went in 2 or 3 shops but nobody allowed Naruto to enter their shops, but in the end at Ichiraku they allowed Naruto to come in their shop and eat. After eating Naruto left from there. Go to forest, you are going to start your training now, Kurama said to Naruto. But before going to forest you are going to library to study, Kurama said to Naruto. Naruto doesn't want to study but he has to listen to Kurama because the old man he has met before told him that he would have to become strong and Kurama was his friend. Naruto unwantedly went to library and showed the scroll to the library and then started looking for the books. Look for the book How to Become a Shinobi, Kurama said to Naruto. Naruto took out a book and then started reading the book, in which he read that if a person wants to become a shinobi, first he needs to activate his chakra and then his body should be strong and he should have good stamina. For getting good strength and stamina, a shinobi should practice daily so that his stamina can get bigger. And the read that for increasing the strength and stamina, a shinobi can run and do push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups. Naruto read that book and left from the library towards the forest and started doing as he read in the book. First he started running. He ran for few minutes and then did the push-ups, pull-ups and sit-ups, and when he got tired he lays on the ground. When he again stood up, Naruto again started his training, and this is how Naruto trained all day long. And after eating, Naruto left towards his apartment. Since Naruto and Kurama's mind were linked now, Kurama can even hear his thoughts and can see through his eyes too. Naruto slept that night, and from the next day when Naruto woke up early in the morning, Kurama woke up too and then told Naruto to go out to train first. Naruto reached into the training ground. Then first Kurama told him to do 25 laps of the training ground and then 25 of each exercises. Naruto did it and then left towards the Ichiraku shop to eat. And after eating, Kurama told him to go to library to study more and more about shinobis. Today Naruto read about jutsu today because before awakening the chakra, Kurama told him that chakra is used to perform ninjutsu. He reads that there are few types of jutsus. Just like taijutsu, ninjutsu, genjutsu, kenjutsu, senjutsu, and fuinjutsu. Those were the most used jutsu types. Taijutsu is the physical fight. Ninjutsu is used to perform some flashy type jutsu like clone jutsu, transformation jutsu and some other kind of jutsu. Genjutsu was the mental type of jutsu which creates illusion which are not real but affects the mental conditions a shinobi and can hurt him too. Kenjutsu was relation to use weapons. Senjutsu was sage jutsu which is very hard to control but they gave user so much strength and even more chakra. Fuinjutsu was the sealing jutsu. Then he reads about them. To become a strong shinobi, a person must know about taijutsu and ninjutsu. He read about the ninjutsu, and started looking for some basic jutsu, and then started looking for the exercise which can increase his strength. Naruto found a book on that topic and then read it, in which he read that for increasing the strength and stamina he would need the weights to wear. After that Naruto went out from there, and then went to the forest to train more. He started his training again same as before. After completing his exercise in the evening when Naruto was going towards his apartment, then Kurama said to Naruto that he should buy the weights for increasing his strength. Naruto went towards the weapon shop and then bought the weight for him and wear them on his body. He started with 10 pounds of each hands and each limbs and 20 pounds on his waist. And then after eating Naruto went to his apartment and slept. Next day he again did his morning exercise and then did the breakfast and then left towards the library to study. After reaching the library, Naruto started studying about the ninjutsu. And he found a book on the topic of Ninja Academy in which he read about the rules of Ninja Academy and the 3 basic required jutsus to pass the genin exam. Those were substitution jutsu, transformation jutsu, and clone jutsu. And then read how to perform those jutsu. And then left from the library and then went towards the forest to train. First he performed his exercises and then started performing 3 basic jutsus. He did the same training for a week but he was not able to perform substitution jutsu and transformation jutsu. But he was not able to perform the clone jutsu. So the next morning after finishing his morning training, Naruto went to eat, and after eating Naruto left towards the library to learn more about the clone jutsu. So now he was looking for the books on clone jutsu. There he read about that clone jutsu are not only one type, there are so many kind of clone jutsu. There he read about the shadow clones, and there he read about hand signs required for the shadow clone jutsu. He got to know that he can create about 10 clones with that jutsu. After learning about the shadow clone jutsu, Naruto went towards the forest to train the shadow clone jutsu. He started training for the shadow clone jutsu. At first he tried to make a clone which was a dead clone. To create a perfect clone, Naruto, you would have to focus and split your chakra into half and try to create a same exact copy with the same exact traits, Kurama explained Naruto. He then again started training, and in the evening he was able to create a perfect clone. And then next day after performing his morning rituals and exercises, Naruto started creating more than 1 clone. At first Naruto tried to create 2 clone. After making 2 clones, Naruto tried to make 4 clones. And then again Naruto doubled the number of clones. And then Naruto tried to create 10 clones and then trained with 10 clone. In the evening Naruto created more than 10 clones, but Naruto didn't notice that. But Kurama noticed it and then told Naruto that he mistakenly created more than 10 clones. What does it mean? Naruto said. It means you can create more than 10 clones, Kurama said to Naruto. How much clone I can create with that jutsu? Naruto asked Kurama. I don't, you would have to check it tomorrow, Kurama said to Naruto. Then Naruto left towards his apartment. And next day, after performing his morning rituals and morning training, Naruto started trying to create more clones than 10. At first Kurama asked Naruto to create 20 clones. Naruto created 20 clones. And then Kurama told Naruto to create 40 clones and then created 50 clones. And then created 100 clones. And then created 200 clones. He trained all day with his clones. Next day Naruto tried to create 300 clones. And then tried to create 400 clones and then created 500 clones, but this time Naruto got tired because of creating 500 clones. And this time he got few memories. Naruto was thinking what it was, but he didn't understand what it was. But Kurama understood it and then told Naruto that it was his clone's memories. It means what your clone will learn, you will get his memories too, Kurama said to Naruto. This time Naruto just create one clone and send him to the library to study more. And you will train here, Kurama said to Naruto. Naruto created a clone and sent it to the library to study more, and he started doing his own training. After 1 hour Kurama told him to dispel the clone. Naruto dispelled his clone and got his memories. Now he knew what his clone has studied about. Naruto did this type of training 3 years continuously. And after 3 years Naruto became able to create 1000 clones, and he picked up a taijutsu style speed based. He was good with his taijutsu. In ninjutsu Naruto was able to do transformation jutsu and substitution. He learned how to break genjutsu, but he never used it. In last 3 years he worked on his chakra control. 3 basic ninjutsu and some fuinjutsu, just like transformation jutsu, substitution jutsu. And now he was studying and working on more jutsu. He studied about the past Hokage. In them he used to praise 4th Hokage the most. He was in the library studying about village history, where he got to know the Kyuubi has died. He asked Kurama why it written here that you have died. Tailed beasts like me never dies. There is only one way to fight with a tailed beast, that you would have to seal him. 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze sealed me when I was attacking on the village. Somebody has trapped me into a genjutsu and he was controlling me. He released me from my previous Jinchuriki. Kushina Uzumaki, Kurama told Naruto. What Kushina Uzumaki? Who was she? Naruto asked Kurama. She was the wife of 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze. She was pregnant and the seal was weak at that time, so that masked guy was able to release me from her body. She was Uzumaki. That means I am from her clan, Naruto said. Yes, you are from her clan. She was a strong kunoichi, Kurama told Naruto. What happened to their kid? Naruto asked Kurama. I was born the same day they both died and you attacked on the village, Naruto said. She was from Uzumaki clan and I got the yellow hair color and eye color are same as 4th Hokage. I have seen his photo in Hokage office, Naruto said to Kurama. What if I am their son? Naruto said to Kurama. Yeah, there is a possibility you can be their son, Kurama said to Naruto. You were there, you must know who were my parents, Naruto asked Kurama. I told you the truth, Naruto, you are their son. They kept your identity secret because they don't want any problem for you, I guess, Kurama said to Naruto. You think I should talk to Grandpa Hokage about this? Should I ask him why he left me like this and why didn't he told me? Naruto said. Naruto was so sad now, he was crying because nobody has told him about his real identity. Because of emotional trauma it caused Naruto to awaken the Sharingan. Kurama told Naruto that he now had the Sharingan. But how can I awaken the Sharingan? I am not an Uchiha, I am an Uzumaki, Naruto said to Kurama. This is the thing you have got from the Sage of Six Paths, the old you met earlier, Kurama said to Naruto. But for now you are going to keep it a secret and learn how to use it, Kurama said to Naruto. But my academy classes are going to start after 4 days, Naruto said to Kurama. Tomorrow I will fill up the form for academy, Naruto said to Kurama. Yeah, you have 4 days to study everything about the Sharingan, Kurama said to Naruto. Yeah, you are right, Naruto said to Kurama. And in 4 days Naruto read most of the things about the Sharingan. Like it gives better vision and perception in the battle. And many other things. After 4 days Naruto started going to the academy to study. But before going to academy Kurama asked him to increase the weights. It's already 250 pounds, Kurama, Naruto said to Kurama. Yeah, you still are going to increase the weights, Kurama said to Naruto. You really are stubborn, Naruto said to Kurama. What is stupid about this? Don't forget what old men told you to do, Kurama said to Naruto. Now his weight increased to 300 pounds. He went to the academy to study about, but he found the academy so boring. But there he got to know that physical training only takes place on the Saturdays only. Since the physical training is going to take place on Saturdays, I will go to the academy only on Saturdays, Naruto said. Yeah, you can send a clone there on the other days, Kurama said to Naruto. After that day, Naruto only used to go at the academy only on Saturdays. He used to train his eyes more and more in the day and send his clones to the library and academy at normal days for 1 year. After a year, after completing his training, Naruto was going towards the Ichiraku ramen stand to eat dinner when he heard something. So many voices were coming from the Uchiha compound. He ran towards there to see what was happening there. When he reached there, he saw so many dead people there. He ran towards from the voice of screams coming there. He found a masked man. He was killing people. Naruto was in front of that masked man, and now it was the time he would to fight that masked man, otherwise he was going to die. It was a life and death situation for him. Naruto took out a kunai to defend himself, but the masked man was a trained shinobi. He was attacking on Naruto so hard. He activated his Sharingan so that he can save himself from the masked guy. And then deactivated his chakra weight seals on his body. Naruto, he is the one who fought against Minato that night, Kurama said to Naruto. Naruto was angry now. He wanted to take revenge from that masked man. That masked man attacked on Naruto with a kunai, but Naruto dodged it for the first time. Then that masked guy again attacked on Naruto with kunai, and Naruto was attacking on him too. But masked man's speed was so fast he can't even attack on him properly. That masked was about to stab Naruto with his kunai, then his Sharingan evolved to 2 Tomo Sharingan in both eyes, and he was able to predict the attack and barely dodged that attack. Kurama saw that Naruto was struggling to protect himself against him, so he started giving Naruto his chakra and told him to attack on that masked guy with full power. Kurama's chakra was dense, it increasing Naruto's speed and strength, but it was increasing Naruto's hatred. Naruto was attacking on that masked guy with full power, but still it was not enough. At first Naruto was only in the chakra clock, and then Kurama increased his chakra to 1 clock and told Naruto to leave from there. But Kurama, because of him my dad died that night, Naruto sadly said to Kurama. Yes, I know, but right now you cannot win against him, he is strong. You need more training, Kurama said to Naruto. But the masked guy was still attacking on Naruto and trying to injure Naruto. He was not trying to kill Naruto. He is not trying to kill you, Naruto, Kurama said to Naruto. I am going to take you with me, masked man said to Naruto. Why he wants to take me with him, Naruto asked Kurama. Maybe he wants to steal my power of chakra from you, Kurama said to Naruto. Masked guy was about to attack on Naruto again and injure him. But at the right time Itachi came there after killing all of his clan. It is time, we need to leave from here before anyone could come here, Itachi said to masked guy. Itachi saw that Naruto was trying to attack on masked guy. How did he get the Sharingan, Itachi said. I was thinking about this too, he is not an Uchiha, then how did he get the Sharingan, masked guy said. Itachi put him under the Tsukuyomi, his powerful genjutsu, and said, Come one, it will be enough to kill him, Itachi said to masked guy. You put his under genjutsu, masked guy said to Itachi. I think I should take him with me, masked guy said. You cannot take him with you right now, they will search for him because he is the Jinchuriki of the village, Itachi said to masked guy. Yeah, right now I am not planning to take Jinchuriki, we will need more shinobis, masked guy said to Itachi. Let's go, Itachi said, and they both left from there. Naruto felt there on the ground after a min. His Sharingan deactivated and Kurama's chakra was gone too. He was so tired and exhausted now. Kurama again gave him some chakra and told him to leave from there, otherwise people will get suspicious, they will think that you steal the Sharingan from the Uchiha clan. Naruto left from there before anyone can come there. Now Naruto was very sad about this, that he was not able to save anyone there and he was not strong enough to fight against that masked guy. Naruto, you are just 9-year-old, you will get so much more chances to kill him, Kurama said to Naruto. But you would need to train more hard now, Kurama said. From next day Naruto started his training more and more hard. He used to train the whole day. He again increased the chakra weights and now it was 400 pounds on his body, and he was training more and more. He used to go to the academy on Saturdays and used to train more and more. He trained his eyes so much he daily used to give him time to train his Sharingan. He started learning the fire style jutsus just like fire style fireball jutsu and then fire style phoenix flower jutsu. He checked out his chakra nature, it was wind style, so he learned the wind style grade breakthrough and he learned to add chakra into the kunai. He started learning more new techniques. After a year when they all were giving a physical training test, Naruto finished his match so soon. Sasuke saw that Naruto finished his match so soon, so he wanted to know how Naruto had finished his match so soon. The next week it was the match between Naruto and Sasuke. To win the round they both had to last in a circle for 3 minutes. Sasuke was thinking that he will win against Naruto. But it doesn't go this way. Naruto lasts 3 minutes in the circle without even getting a hit. Iruka declared that they both passed the test. Sasuke was continuously watching towards Naruto. After the academy, when Naruto was going to train in the forest, he was leaving from there, but Sasuke stopped him and asked him to have a spar with Naruto and to train with him. I need to train, Naruto said to Sasuke. It would not take so much time, Sasuke said. Okay, then come to the training ground, Naruto said. And then they left towards the training ground to have a friendly spar. They started spar now. At first Sasuke started attacking on Naruto and Naruto was just dodging the attacks. His speed was not good because he was wearing chakra weights on his body and he increased weight a week ago. But still he was able to dodge attacks. But when Sasuke started using his Sharingan to fight against Naruto, you would have to use your Sharingan, Naruto Kurama said to Naruto. What if he tells anyone else about this, Naruto said. He would not tell anybody, you should talk to him, Kurama said to Naruto. Sasuke was about to land a hit on Naruto, but before he could hit Naruto, Naruto activated his Sharingan and dodged Sasuke's attack. Now that spar was turning into a serious match. They were fighting since last 30 minutes and none of them want to forfeit. I would have to finish this soon, I am getting late for my training, Naruto thought in his mind. Then Naruto started attacking on Sasuke now. He was getting hits on Sasuke. Sasuke was shocked that how Naruto was doing this. Since it was a hand-to-hand combat, Sasuke cannot use fire style ninjutsu, he knew. So he was just trying to dodge Naruto's attack. He took out his kunai to attack on Naruto so that he can distract Naruto. Naruto too took out his kunai. First Sasuke threw the kunai towards Naruto and that kunai was bound with chakra wire. But Naruto cut the wire on the way he was just going to attack on Sasuke. He was about to stab Sasuke with his kunai. So it was a death-like situation for Sasuke, so his Sharingan evolved and he was ready to dodge Naruto's attack, but Naruto showed maturity and stopped his kunai near Sasuke. He didn't stab Sasuke. Naruto saw that Sasuke's Sharingan evolved. Congratulations, you got 2 Tomo now in your both eyes, Naruto said to Sasuke. How do you get the Sharingan, Sasuke asked. Are you an Uchiha too? The way you are using the Sharingan only an Uchiha can do it, Sasuke said. Since you can activate and deactivate your Sharingan, it only means that you are an Uchiha, Sasuke said to Naruto. No, I am not an Uchiha, Naruto said to Sasuke, and promise me you will not tell anyone that I got the Sharingan. How can a non-Uchiha awaken the Sharingan, Sasuke asked. Don't you remember I am an orphan, so maybe somehow I got the Uchiha genes too. I know this much, that one of my parents was from Uzumaki clan, Naruto said to Sasuke. And maybe my another parent was from Uchiha clan, who knows, Naruto said to Sasuke. Yeah, I know, Sasuke said. Since you are possibly from my clan, can we train together, Sasuke asked Naruto. No, I got other things to train, I don't only train my eyes, Naruto said to Sasuke. Tomorrow after the academy here in the training ground we will train together for 1 hour, Sasuke said and left from there. Naruto was confused that how Sasuke became so formal with him when he doesn't even talk to someone else. Naruto was about to leave from there when Kurama sensed someone there. There is someone else, Naruto, on your right side, Kurama said to Naruto. Naruto ran in that direction and then saw that Hinata was hiding there and watching their spar. What are you doing here, Hinata? Naruto asked. I was just passing through. I have seen you were training, so I just stopped here, Hinata blushingly said. How much you have seen? Naruto asked. I saw your match, Hinata said. Come on, Hinata, I need to talk to you, come with me, Naruto said to Hinata and took her to the forest where Naruto used to train. Why you bring me here and what you want to talk about? Hinata nervously asked. You know about the Sharingan? Naruto asked. Yeah, I have seen while you were fighting, Hinata said. Promise me you will not tell it to anybody, Naruto said. I will not tell anybody about this, Hinata said. So you train here? Hinata asked. Yes, I train here, Naruto said to Hinata. You can train here with me if you want to, Naruto said to Hinata. Thank you, Naruto, Hinata said and blushed. But you would have to promise me that you will not tell anyone how I train, Naruto said to Hinata. I will not tell anyone, Hinata said to Naruto. So will you start training or you need to go somewhere, Naruto asked. Yes, I will train here with you for now, Hinata blushingly said. Then Naruto started doing his 200 laps of his training area. Hinata was running with his. After completing his 200 laps, Naruto started doing his 200 push-ups and then he did 200 pull-ups and then 200 sit-ups. Hinata did the same and now she was tired. Are you doing this kind of training for the first time, Naruto asked. Yes, I always train with my cousin or my younger sis and sometimes with my father, Hinata told Naruto. Are you ready for a match, Naruto asked. Can I do it after few minutes, Hinata said. Okay, you rest first, Naruto said to Hinata. And then he started his own taijutsu training with his clones. He created a clone with half of his chakra to fight with him. They both were trying to increase their speeds and the perception of their Sharingan. You can make a solid clone and train with it, Hinata asked Naruto. Yes, why is it so hard to create clone, Naruto asked. No, it is not like that, but everybody cannot make shadow clones, Hinata said to Naruto. Now she was ready to have a match with Naruto. Naruto was thinking she will not be good at taijutsu. She watched the match of Sasuke and him, so she knew if she will not use all of her skills she will not even be able to protect herself. When Naruto saw that Hinata activate her Byakugan, he activated his Sharingan to fight with her. Naruto was not using his full speed in the match. Are you tired, Naruto? You are not using your full speed, Hinata asked Naruto. Remember, I had a fight with Sasuke and then I completed my exercise and then I started my training, Naruto said. You can rest first, Naruto, we can start it again, Hinata said to Naruto. Hinata was overpowering Naruto in the match, so he had to become serious about the fight. But before Naruto could use his full strength, Hinata lands a hit on Naruto and his chakra point gets blocked. Now Naruto was not able to use his chakra, he was not able to move himself because Hinata blocked his chakra point on his stomach. Naruto fell on the ground. Now Hinata was sad to see Naruto in pain. She grabbed Naruto's head in her arms and she was crying now. I am sorry, Naruto-kun, I didn't want to hurt, I thought you will dodge it, Hinata said to Naruto. She was crying for Naruto. Naruto saw that Hinata was crying for her. It was the first time Naruto has seen that somebody cares for him. You got a person who cares for you, Naruto, Kurama said to Naruto. Would you please help Kurama or you want her to cry more? Get ready, I am increasing your chakra, this will open your chakra point, Kurama said to Naruto. It's not your fault, Hinata, don't cry, I was not paying attention, I was just changing my pace and speed, I got distracted, Naruto said. Kurama opened his chakra point and said, you should learn to open your chakra points. How can I open my chakra points? You just have to stop the chakra flow for a few seconds and then should use so much chakra to open the chakra point, Kurama said to Naruto. Naruto stands up and then wiped Hinata's tears and said, I will never do it again. I will always concentrate on the match while having a spar with you, Naruto said. But how did you open your chakra point? Hinata asked. Naruto was about to tell her about Kurama, but Kurama stopped him and told her that you stopped your chakra flow and then use more chakra to open the chakra point. Naruto told Hinata this. Hinata nodded then and she noticed that she was too close to Naruto. She went a little back, but then Naruto went close to her. Her face was getting red. What happened to you, Hinata? Naruto asked. Nothing, I am okay, don't worry about me, Hinata nervously said to Naruto. From that day Naruto started caring for, but he never what was it he felt started feeling about Hinata. Sasuke used to feel good around Naruto since he got to know about Naruto had the Sharingan. They both used to train 1 hour together. In that 1 hour Hinata used to complete her exercise. Then Naruto used to have a match with Hinata and used to train with her for an hour. And then she used to leave from there to train in her compound and Sasuke used to train on his own. After a week of training together, when Naruto was sitting with Hinata, Sasuke came there and sat beside Naruto. Sakura and Ino came there and started yelling at Naruto and Naruto was yelling on them too. Why are you sitting with Sasuke? I want to sit with him, Sakura said. Then why don't you ask him yourself? Naruto said. And from the another side Ino was yelling at Naruto. Shut up, Sasuke yelled at them and said, I don't want to sit with any of you. I was sitting where I want to sit, Sakura said. Then Sakura and Ino came towards Hinata and then said to Hinata that she wanted to sit with Sasuke. Hinata was a kind, she stood up from there and unwantedly went from there. Naruto too stood up from there and started leaving with Hinata. Naruto, don't leave from here, you know about them, Sasuke said. I want to sit with Hinata, Naruto said to Sasuke. Why you want to sit with her and can't sit with me? Sasuke asked. I don't have a problem in sitting with you, Sasuke, but I was sitting with her, Naruto said, and left from there. And again sat with Hinata. And now Ino and Sakura were fighting who will sit beside Sasuke. And they had a conclusion: half-time Ino will sit within Sasuke and half-time Sakura. First Ino sat there with Sasuke and Sakura sat on the another side. And then Sasuke stood up from there and again went towards Naruto. Naruto was on the corner and Hinata were in the middle. Naruto, Sasuke said. Naruto understood and went into the middle and asked Hinata to a corner. Since no teacher were there, so Naruto slept in the classroom. And even in the sleep he was saying Hinata, Hinata. Hinata was blushing, she was so nervous and embarrassed. Naruto was taking her name in the sleep and everybody was listening to him. Sasuke wake him up and said, you are embarrassing her. What happened? Naruto asked. You were taking her name in the sleep. Then after academy they all three left towards the training ground. But Naruto took them towards the forest where he used to train. Naruto didn't know that it was beside training ground 44, Forest of Death, and nobody used to come there. After reaching there, Naruto sat on the ground and then started creating a seal for Hinata to wear weights. Naruto applied the seal on her hands and legs and then gave her the seal to wear on the waist. Sasuke was watching that Naruto was applied a sealing tag on Hinata and she was not saying anything, so he asked Hinata what he is doing. Hinata's face was red because Naruto was close to her and applying on the seal on her body. She didn't even ask Naruto what he want to do. Naruto just asked her to give her hand to him and she did. I don't know, Hinata replied. She was so nervous. What are you doing to her, Naruto? She is uncomfortable, Sasuke said. It's a chakra weight which will increase her strength and her stamina, Naruto said. Don't you think you should ask her first? You should take her permission first, Sasuke said. Oh, I forgot, Naruto said to Sasuke. And then gave her the seal to apply the seal on her waist too for the balance. Hinata took that seal. She was thinking that she will ask Naruto later how she can apply the seal. Why didn't you apply the seal on her waist too when you applied on her legs and hands? Sasuke said. Yeah, you were right, Naruto said. Naruto went towards Hinata to take the seal and apply. Hinata was panicking. Naruto was confused what happened to Hinata all of a sudden. But before Naruto can go towards Hinata, Sasuke stopped him and said, she is a girl, you cannot touch her without permission. She is not a boy you can touch without permission, Sasuke said to Naruto. Do it, Naruto asked. You don't know how to behave with a girl, Sasuke asked. I know it, Naruto twitched his eyes and said, do you think I don't know it? Tell me how many girls you have touched like this, Sasuke asked. Naruto thought for a moment. She is the first one, right, and I have never seen you talking to a girl except her, Sasuke said. Naruto nodded. You should learn it if you want be friends with her. This is good for you. She is not like Ino and Sakura, they would have beat you hard if you do this to them or any other girl, Sasuke said to Naruto. Hinata was still nervous. Forget about it, let's start the training and you would to create those seals for me too, Sasuke said. By the way, how did you know about chakra weights? Sasuke asked. I read it in a book, Naruto said. Then they both started a match and trained for an hour. After an hour, Sasuke said, now I am leaving, I have to go to library, I need to learn something, but remember don't do anything which make her uncomfortable, Sasuke said and left from there. Hinata was now more tired because of using weights and she was resting since last few minutes. After Sasuke left, Hinata asked Naruto how she can apply the seal. Don't you know how to apply it? Naruto said. Let me do it for you, Naruto said and started going towards her. Naruto went towards her and took the seal from her hand. Hinata was freeze now, her face became red, she was not even able to move. He is touching me again. He is touching on my waist, Hinata thought in her mind. She passed out by this and now her head was on Naruto's shoulder. Naruto applied the seal on her waist, he up her shirt and applied the seal on her. Naruto was thinking that Hinata was tired, so he put her head on Naruto's shoulder. But she passed out before. Now Naruto was holding Hinata. Hinata, Hinata, Naruto said. And then woke her up. She saw that she was now in Naruto's arms, her face became red again. Are you okay? Naruto said. She saw that Naruto was worried about her. I am okay, Naruto, don't worry, she said to Naruto. She felt that Naruto had applied the seal on her waist. She was so nervous she was about to pass out again. I cannot pass out again, he will be worried about me, Hinata thought in her mind. She controlled on her emotions barely. Should we start the training? Naruto said to Hinata. They start their training. Hinata was struggling now because she wore the weights for the first time. You will be habitual of this, Naruto said to Hinata. After 10 minutes of spar, Hinata was tired. After resting for few minutes, she left from there. Then Naruto started his own training. Naruto, I think your body has become strong enough to take my chakra, now you should train with my chakra, Kurama said to Naruto. You think so? Naruto said and got ready to train with Kurama's chakra. First Naruto trained with 2 taels worth chakra and then slept there. He woke up in the night and then left towards his apartment. After eating ramen he slept again. He woke up early in the morning, he performed his morning rituals, he completed his morning training, and now he was at his home getting ready for academy because he now started like to go to academy. He went to academy and before going to academy Naruto created 10 clones to train. Naruto sent his 1 clone to library to study and then sent his another clones to the training ground to train. And he himself went to the academy. And after the academy Naruto used to train with Sasuke and Hinata. He did that kind of training continuously for 2 years till the genin exam. They all 3 were in the training ground they used to train. Naruto, Hinata and Sasuke, now they were training till the evening together. They were in the ground thinking about the genin exam. They were thinking about the genin exam. We all are ready for the genin exam, we all know about everything, we all are ready for the exam. I hope we all will be able to pass the genin exam, Naruto said. But after the exam maybe we will not be together in the same team, Naruto said. Yeah, you are right, Sasuke said. But still I would like to be in your team, Naruto-kun, Hinata said to Naruto. Even Hinata was a kind and shy girl, she became habitual of being with Naruto. She knew that Naruto was not so much intelligent but he was strong and a good person. Tomorrow we all will go to the academy, we'll give the exam and we'll meet after the exam, Naruto said. Sasuke and Hinata nodded. And then they left from there in the evening. Hinata went towards his house and Naruto and Sasuke left towards Naruto's apartment. They slept and woke up in the morning. First Sasuke woke up and after taking a bath he got ready to go to the academy. He saw that Naruto was cooking breakfast for them. And when he got ready Naruto came from outside and went to take bath. And then got ready to go to academy. The clones disappeared after cooking the food. Sasuke was thinking where Naruto was coming from. He asked him where did he go. I just went out for a morning think, Naruto said to Sasuke. Sasuke thought that Naruto went out for morning walk. After breakfast they both left for the academy. Hinata met them on the way and started going towards the academy with them. They reached academy and sat on their places. Everybody was in the classroom, they all were there for the exam. After few minutes Iruka came there. Today is your genin exams, today you will give the exam and will become genin, and after today you will become the real shinobi. I would like to say you good luck for the upcoming life. Hope you all get strong and make your village and your teacher proud, Iruka said to them. Then the exam started. The first test was the written test. Naruto saw that there was a genjutsu on his exam sheet. He broke the genjutsu and started writing the answer. He was not so good into academics, so he wrote more than average, so he wrote answers so he can pass the test. Sasuke and Hinata wrote all the answers. After that it was the aim test in which Hinata got 10 out of 10, same as Naruto and Hinata. And then it was the taijutsu match between them. They all 3 passed the test too. Then the last test was the 3 basic ninjutsu. All the classmates performed 3 basic ninjutsu and now it is time for Hinata. She did them perfectly and then Sasuke too did it perfectly and then it was Naruto's turn. At first Naruto created 20 clones, they were in all of the classroom and then they all transformed into some other people and Naruto himself substituted with the chair and now Naruto was at the place of the chair. Naruto went back to his place after taking the headband for himself. Sasuke hits him on the head and said, you don't need to show off this much, Sasuke said to Naruto. Looks like someone is jealous, Naruto said to Sasuke. Hinata smiled at Naruto's comment. Sasuke was about to hit Naruto again but Naruto hid behind Hinata. Hinata, you get aside, let me ask him something, Sasuke said. Leave him, Sasuke, Hinata said to Sasuke. Sakura and Ino saw that Sasuke was talking to Hinata so they got jealous and came there threaten Hinata. Sasuke saw that Sakura and Ino was coming there to talk to Hinata to tell her to not to talk Sasuke. But Sasuke knew if they would say anything to Hinata Naruto will get so angry. Sakura and Ino came towards Hinata and asked her why she was talking to Sasuke. They didn't say anything to Hinata because they knew that Hinata was a kind girl and she doesn't like Sasuke. I was just replying her question, Hinata said to them. What do you want from her? What's your problem? Naruto said to Sakura and Ino. I will suggest you both to not to make him angry, otherwise it could be bad for you, and if you will try to hurt him then I would have to get involved too, Sasuke said to Sakura and Ino. And after this Sakura and Ino left from there. After few minutes Iruka came back there with the results and then told them their scores. Sasuke was first in the class, Hinata was second, and Naruto was on the third because he had scored so good in the physical tests. You all know about your results now, you can leave from here. You all will be assigned to a team, Iruka said to everybody, and then they all left from there. Sakura asked Sasuke to go a date again. But Sasuke denied her again. I think you should take her on the date she is asking you since so much time, Naruto said to Sasuke. You know what I think, Sasuke said. What, Naruto asked. That you should mind your own business, think about your date, not mine, Sasuke said to Naruto. I am not like you, I don't have so many fangirls like you do have so many fangirls, Naruto said. But there is no one in them who truly loves me and care for me. If I had someone like Hinata cares for you and loves, I would have dated her, Sasuke said to Naruto. What do you want to say, Sasuke, Naruto asked. On the other side, Hinata was getting nervous that Sasuke telling Naruto that she loves Naruto. I just wanted to say that Hinata cares for you, Sasuke said. Yes, I know she cares for me so much, Naruto said to Sasuke. And you know what does it mean, Sasuke asked. Yeah, that she is good girl, Naruto said. You will never understand it, Sasuke said to Naruto. What are you talking about, Naruto said to Sasuke. He means to say that she loves you, Kurama said to Naruto. You know that I know about this, but still I don't want to focus on it, you know it, nobody in the village likes me, and what about when she will get to know that I am a Jinchuriki, then she will be scared or will start hating me, Naruto said to Kurama. He is getting mature, Kurama thought in his mind. I think you should tell her the truth and leave the rest on her, either she still likes you or hates you. At least she would not have to go through this, she always wants to be with you and you too want to be with her but still don't want to tell her. Do you think she will not accept you, Naruto said. I think I should tell them both, Naruto said to Kurama. I don't want to lose my friends, Naruto said to Kurama. Now they all were leaving towards the Ichiraku ramen stand to eat something. After eating, I would like to talk to you both, said to them. There is something I need to tell you, Naruto said to Sasuke and Hinata. What are you talking about, Sasuke said. I said I will tell you after eating, not right now. After eating they left towards the training ground. And there Naruto told them about it. You know my date of birth, Naruto asked both of them. But Sasuke doesn't know about his date of birth. But Hinata knew. October 10th, Hinata said. You know about my date of birth, Naruto asked. Yes, I know about this, Hinata said. Then you would also know when I was born, Naruto asked. Yeah, the day Kyuubi attacked on the village, Hinata said. Let me tell you something, Kyuubi is a tailed beast and they cannot die, they only can get sealed away, Naruto said. That means you are saying that 4th Hokage sealed the Kyuubi, not killed him, Sasuke said. Yes, Naruto said. And that Nine-Tail is sealed in someone in the village, Sasuke said. Yeah, and the name of that person in Naruto Uzumaki, Hinata said. Naruto was shocked that Hinata knew about this. How do you know about this, Naruto asked Hinata. I mean, there is only the reason could be that people used to call you Kyuubi brat, Hinata said. Yeah, they used to call me 3 to 4 years ago, Naruto said. How do you know that they used to call me Kyuubi brat, Naruto asked. I know it, Naruto-kun, sometimes I used to see you while training, Hinata said to Naruto. Since how much time you like him, Sasuke asked. I guess since I like her, Naruto said. What do you mean by since you like her, Sasuke asked. Once I was going towards my apartment even before our academy started. Some boys were teasing and that was the first time when I saw her, Naruto said to Sasuke. So you like her since that time, Sasuke said. Yes, I do, Naruto said. I just thought maybe she doesn't like me. I got to know about she likes me too when I saw tears in her eyes for me when I was in pain, Naruto said. So you like him since the same time, Sasuke asked Hinata. Hinata nodded and there were tears in her eyes. Don't worry, Hinata, I promise that I will be your only and I promise I will marry you, Naruto said to Hinata. Hinata was too happy to learn about this. You want to tell us something more, Sasuke said. Nope, Naruto said. Do you think it was all, Sasuke asked Naruto. Yes, it was all, Naruto said. Did you meet with someone when you were kids, Sasuke asked. Naruto was confused that Sasuke knew about that or what. What do you mean by that, Naruto asked. I know about this because I met the same person, Sasuke said to Naruto. And I think he the person because of who you have the Sharingan in your eyes. I know all of this, Sasuke said. You know what, I was so sad after that incident, I always used to think about that I will kill my elder brother Itachi for killing my clan until I have seen your Sharingan. After I have seen your Sharingan it became confirmed to me that you could be the person Sage of Six Paths told me about. And I started feeling a bond between us, Sasuke said to Naruto. I thought I got a younger brother with who I can live and laugh, Sasuke said to Naruto. Yeah, before you I was alone too. I always wanted to talk to you, but still I thought maybe you will not like to talk to me, Naruto said to Sasuke. We both get something from the Sage of Six Paths, Sasuke said to Naruto. He gave me a little amount of chakra too so that I can awaken the Rinnegan in the future, Sasuke said to Naruto. Naruto smiled towards Sasuke after learning this. So it is only left to get your answer from Hinata, Sasuke said. So you still like Naruto even after knowing that Naruto is a Jinchuriki, Sasuke asked Hinata. Hinata was now more nervous, but she nodded at this. There is one more thing I want to tell you about, Naruto said. And what is that, Sasuke asked. I am the son of 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, Naruto said. They both were shocked to know that Naruto was the son of 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze. So this is the reason your hair and eye color looks like Lord 4th, Hinata said. Wait, what? I am noticing it right now when you told you, Sasuke said to Naruto. Then they all started leaving towards their houses, but on the way Naruto met with Mizuki. What are you doing here, Mizuki asked Naruto. Nothing, I was going to my apartment after finishing my training, Naruto said. You know about this, that there is another test, Mizuki said to Naruto. No, I never heard about it, Naruto said. Will you give this test? You can become the Rookie of the Year, Mizuki said to Naruto. Naruto became suspicious about this, but still he got ready to give the exam. He thought maybe there would be an exam he doesn't know about. What would have to do, Naruto asked. You would have to bring the scroll of sealing from Hokage Tower, and before I can come to you, you would have to learn 2 jutsu from that scroll, Mizuki said. Naruto thought that can be a test because from that scroll Naruto can learn jutsu. When I would have to do it, Naruto asked. Today night at 10 p.m. Mizuki said to Naruto. Naruto nodded and left from there towards his apartment. Naruto was ready for the test. He left from his apartment. Where are you going, Kurama asked Naruto. I am going for another test, Naruto said. This time Kurama asked. Mizuki-sensei told me about this. You didn't see it, Naruto said. I was sleeping. Let me know if you need me, Kurama said to Naruto, and slept again. Kurama didn't even focus on it. Naruto went to the Hokage Tower and first created a clone, and then that clone transformed into a cat and went into Hokage office to see if someone is there. And after reaching into the Hokage office, it transformed into Naruto and saw that there was a scroll, so he took that scroll with him and started leaving from there. Naruto took the scroll and left from there so fast he gave the scroll to real Naruto. Naruto created another clone and transformed into scroll of sealing and gave it to his clone and left in different direction. When he was leaving from there and Anbu saw, he started chasing the clone. After running for few minutes, Anbu got suspicious that why Naruto was leaving towards the training ground 44, the Forest of Death. Clone noticed that someone was chasing him, so he stops there, and then Anbu reached there. What are you doing here at this time at night, Anbu said to Naruto. I was here to give the test, Naruto's clone said. Give me that scroll of sealing, Anbu said. First tell me what is into this scroll of sealing, Naruto asked. There are some forbidden jutsus in the scroll of sealing. You shouldn't have taken the scroll of sealing from Hokage office, that Anbu said to Naruto. Tell me what is another exam is about, otherwise I will not give it to you, clone said to Naruto. There is no another test, Naruto. You passed the exam and that was enough. There was no another test to become Genin, Anbu said to Naruto. As I suspected, Naruto said. What happened, Anbu asked. You go to Lord Hokage and inform it to Lord Hokage. Tell him that Mizuki has trapped me and he wants the scroll of sealing and want to escape from the village, clone said, and the scroll of sealing turned into a Naruto clone. What, it was a clone, Anbu said to Naruto. Even we both are clones now. Go and talk to inform it to Lord Hokage, clone said. And then tell him the location of his real clone and said. Send their backup to arrest him as soon as possible, they said, and dispelled themselves. What, both of them were clones, Anbu said, and left from there to inform Hiruzen about this. He informed Hokage about this. He called for Kakashi and told that Anbu to go towards the location and to chase Mizuki in case he runs away from the village. Naruto learned about the multi-shadow clones from the scroll of sealing and got to know about everything about the shadow clones. So he even mastered to make connection between his clones at real time without dispelling. He can access clones' memory and can talk to him mentally. And when he got the memories of his clones, he closed the scroll of sealing and started waiting for Mizuki. Naruto sealed that scroll of sealing into the seal applied on his right hand, and now he was waiting for Mizuki. But before Mizuki can come there, Iruka-sensei came there. What are you doing here, Naruto? At this time in the night I came here to give the test. But I was not able to master 2 jutsu from the scroll of sealing. I only learned few more things about only 1 jutsu, Naruto said to Iruka. What are you talking about? Iruka said. But till then Mizuki came there. What are you doing here, Iruka? Naruto gave that scroll to me. Where that scroll is? Mizuki said to Naruto. I have sealed scroll of sealing into my storage seal, Naruto said to Mizuki. You want that? Naruto said to Mizuki. Yeah, gave it to me. You have done good job, Mizuki said. I will do another good job now. I will capture you now so that you can tell Lord Hokage why you wanted to leave from here, Naruto said to Mizuki. So you knew about this, Mizuki said. I was in doubt since you started this, Naruto said to Mizuki. So I would have to kill both of you, Mizuki said to Naruto and Iruka. Iruka-sensei, he is a traitor. We need to capture him here alive. He was going to take the scroll of sealing and sneak out from the village, Naruto told Iruka. Mizuki first attacked on Naruto with Demon Wind Shuriken. Before Naruto can dodge, Iruka came in way. He thought Naruto will not be able to dodge that Demon Wind Shuriken. Run away from here, Naruto. I will stop him here, Iruka said to Naruto. Naruto took out the Demon Wind Shuriken from Iruka back and then lay him down on the ground. Then Naruto noticed that his vision was more clear now and his visual prowess was strong than before. You dare to hurt my sensei, now you will have to bear 5,000 kicks from my 2,500 clones, Naruto said and crossed his fingers. And shouted multi-shadow clone jutsu and created 2,500 clones there. All surround Mizuki from every direction. And then they all started attacking on Mizuki. They beat Mizuki so bad but left him alive, and then Naruto dispelled all of his clones and then again created the 8 shadow clones to carry them both towards the village. Half clones took Iruka with them and half took Mizuki with them. Naruto sent Iruka and his half clones towards the hospital to admit. And he himself with his 4 clones carrying Mizuki with them went to Hokage office to report about this. He went to Hokage Tower and reported everything to Hiruzen and told him about Iruka-sensei, and then unsealed the scroll of sealing and gave that to Hiruzen and hand over Mizuki to Hiruzen. Naruto dispelled his 4 clones so that he himself can leave from there. Where are you going, Naruto? Hiruzen asked. I am going to look for Iruka-sensei in the hospital, Naruto said to Hiruzen. Good job, Naruto, to capture Mizuki and take Iruka to the hospital. Now you can leave, Hiruzen said to Naruto. Naruto made a mental connection with his clone and asked him to summon into hospital. One of his clones summoned him into the hospital and now they all were into the hospital. Doctor bandaged Iruka. Naruto dispelled his all clones and Naruto stay there with Iruka in case he needs any help. Because of spending so much time, Naruto became even more kind and a bit mature. In the morning when Iruka woke up, he saw that Naruto was sleeping there on the sofa and snoring. What he is doing here, Iruka thought in his mind. Iruka came towards Naruto, wake him up and asked. What are you doing here, Naruto? Iruka asked. I stayed here in case you need something or any help and slept here. Sorry, sensei, Naruto said. It's okay, Naruto, you can leave now. I am okay, Iruka said to Naruto. Why did you take that attack on you? Naruto sadly asked. Because I didn't want you to get hurt, Iruka said to Naruto. But why you did that for me? Naruto asked. Because you are my student and I can't let my student get hurt like this, Iruka said to Naruto and ruffled his hairs, and besides it is a shinobi's duty to save their comrades, Iruka said. Naruto thanked Iruka and hugged him. Thanks, sensei, Naruto said to Iruka. Well, I am going now, I need to do my training, Naruto said. Then Naruto created a clone with enough chakra so that it can last till the evening. Take care of Iruka-sensei, help him in whatever he needs, Naruto said to his clone and left from there before Iruka even can say anything to Naruto. You are going to stay here? Iruka asked. What about that Sharingan, Naruto? Iruka asked. Tell him that you awakened the Sharingan before 2 years and you don't know anything about it, Kurama said to Naruto's clone. And then clone tell the same to Iruka. Don't you think we should tell him the truth? Naruto asked Kurama. No, right now it is not the right time to tell them the truth, Kurama said to Naruto. In the evening when Iruka got discharged from the hospital, he went to Hokage office to report about this. On the other hand, real Naruto trained whole day with Sasuke and Hinata, and all his left in his training was the training with Kurama's chakra. For that he had to use the chakra supersession seals there, and he just used to meditate and try to be calm with 5 tails Kurama chakra. He learned to control 4 tails and 5 tails chakra even without telling anyone about this. Iruka with Naruto's clone went to Hokage office and then reported about the incident. Don't worry, Iruka, Naruto reported me about the incident, Hokage said to Iruka. Did he tell you about his Sharingan? Iruka said to Hiruzen. Sharingan, Hiruzen said. Naruto has the Sharingan, Lord Hokage, Iruka said to Hiruzen. Is this the truth? Hiruzen asked Naruto in front of him. Yes, it is the truth, Naruto's clone said, and then activated his 3-Tomo Sharingan in both of his eyes. You are not an Uchiha, then how did you awaken the Sharingan? Hiruzen asked Naruto. I don't know about this, I only know that I awakened the Sharingan. It can't be given by someone else because he can activate and deactivate his Sharingan, so it's an awakened Sharingan, Hiruzen said. When did you awaken it first? Hiruzen asked. 2 or 3 years ago, I guess, Naruto said. Then why didn't you tell me before, Naruto? Hiruzen asked. Because you didn't tell me that I am the son of 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze, Naruto said. What are you talking about, Naruto, and who told you about this? Hiruzen asked. This is the main problem, Grandpa, that nobody had told me about this, not even you, Naruto sadly said to Hiruzen. How can you say that you are the son of 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze? You have Sharingan, which means you are from Uchiha clan. You would have to tell him now, otherwise it would be bad for Kushina's image, Kurama said to Naruto. Well, the same hair and eye color as Lord, 4th facial structure like late Kushina Uzumaki with high chakra reserve and the next Jinchuriki after my mother. How much more explanation you need? Naruto said to Hiruzen. Then Hiruzen said to Naruto that he had to do it to keep his identity safe because his father was a strong shinobi and he had a lot of enemies too. If anyone would have known about this, they would have tried to attack on you to take their revenge, Hiruzen said to Naruto. I am sorry about this, Hiruzen said to Naruto. So how many people know about his Sharingan? Hiruzen asked. You, Iruka Sensei, Mizuki, and my 2 friends, Naruto said. Who are those 2 friends? Hiruzen asked. Those are Sasuke Uchiha and Princess Hinata Hyuga, Naruto said to Hiruzen. I am confused about your Sharingan, Hiruzen said. None of your parents were from the Uchiha clan, then how can you awaken the Sharingan? Hiruzen asked. Promise me that you will not tell it to anyone, Naruto said to Hiruzen and Iruka. Then Naruto explained about the Sage of 6 Paths and then told him how he got a little amount of chakra so that I can awaken the Sharingan, and he gave some amount of his light chakra so that Sasuke can awaken Rinnegan in future just like me, Naruto said to Hiruzen. So what are we going to do about this Sharingan? What do you tell everyone about this? Hiruzen said. Tell him that somebody has transplanted some Uchiha cells in your body, that is why you've been able to awaken the Sharingan, Kurama said to Naruto. Naruto did the same. But still you would have to give us some blood to test for the Uchiha genes and chakra into your body, Hiruzen said to Naruto. Actually, he cannot give you blood, Lord Hokage. Why he cannot give us the blood? Hiruzen asked Iruka. Because he is just a clone, Iruka said to Hiruzen. How did you master the shadow clone so perfect? Hiruzen asked. Naruto just smiled towards him. He made 2,500 clones when he attacked on Mizuki, Iruka said to Naruto. Since when you are training, Naruto? Iruka happily asked Naruto. 5 years, Naruto said. You were training 1 year before even joining the academy, Iruka said. Nope, I started my training since I was 5-year-old, Naruto said. Hiruzen and Iruka shocked to hear about this. What, with whom you are training with? Hiruzen asked. I trained on my own, Naruto said. You can leave now, Hiruzen said to them both. And then they left from there. After coming out of Hokage office, Iruka told clone to dispel. Then Naruto's clone dispelled himself. Naruto got his memories and then Naruto started his training again. Now he was training with Kurama's chakra. After completing his training, Naruto left towards his house. Next morning, Naruto again started his training with Sasuke and Hinata. And did this train whole week. A day before, they all 3 were sitting in the training ground in the evening talking about the team selection. Tomorrow we will be assigned to a team and maybe we will not be in the same team, Naruto said. It would be good if we all 3 would be in the same team, Sasuke said. I would like to be in your team, Naruto-kun, Hinata said to Naruto. And then they left from there. In the next morning they all reached at academy for their team assignment. All the students who passed the Genin exam were present there to get assigned to a team. After few minutes, Iruka came there. Today you will get assigned to a team and from tomorrow you will a Genin and the shinobi of the Hidden Leaf. From tomorrow you all will be a shinobi of the village and you will become responsible for your own lives. I want all of you to become strong shinobis and make proud your village and your sensei, Iruka said to all them. Thanks, sensei, Naruto said to Iruka, and then everyone thanked Iruka. Alright, now it is the time to announce in which team you will be, Iruka said, and started announcing the name of teams. He announced from team 1 to team 6 and now there were only 9 students left to get assigned to a team. Naruto was praying that Hinata and Sasuke would be in his team. Naruto Uzumaki, Iruka said. Naruto started becoming serious after hearing his name. Then Iruka said Sakura Haruno. Why is she in my team? Naruto thought in his mind. Then Iruka said Sasuke Uchiha. Sakura been happy after hearing Sasuke's name. And Ino became said. Why in the world she is getting assigned in Sasuke's team? Ino said. Shut up Ino, let it be, Iruka said. Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura, you three are in team 7 and your Jonin sensei is Kakashi Hatake, Iruka said to them. Hinata and Naruto were upset to hear that they both were not in the same team. Sasuke was feeling bad because Naruto was upset. Don't worry about it, we will talk to sensei about this later, Sasuke said to Naruto. Kiba, Inuzuka, Shino, Aburame and Hinata Hyuga, you are in team 8 and your Jonin sensei is Kurenai Yuhi, Iruka said. I wish I was in the team with Naruto, Hinata thought in her mind. Since team 9 is already in works, it is next team will be team 10, Iruka said. Shikamaru, Nara, Choji, Akamichi and Ino Yamanaka, you three will be in the same team, Iruka said to them. And your Jonin sensei will be Asuma Sarutobi, Iruka. Why I got assigned to a team with these two, Ino said. Look who is talking, Shikamaru said. Choji was not even paying attention towards her because he was not with his best friend, so he wasn't paying attention towards her. So you all are assigned to a team, wait here now, your Jonin sensei will come here to take you with them, Iruka said to all of them. After wishing them good luck, Iruka started leaving from there. Naruto and Sasuke started leaving towards Iruka to talk to him. Naruto stopped Iruka and then said, Sensei, we want to talk to you for a little bit, Naruto said to Iruka. What do you want to talk about, Naruto? Iruka said. We want to change our teammate, Naruto said to Iruka. Why, what's wrong in your current team? Iruka asked. There is nothing wrong in this team, but still we both are training with Hinata since last 2 years, Naruto and Sasuke said to Naruto. Could you please change Hinata with Sakura? That would be good for us, Naruto said. Yes, I can understand, Naruto, but these team are designed with a purpose. Team 8 is for searching mission, Iruka said to Naruto. Hinata has the Byakugan and Shino is insect user, good for search, and Kiba is a dog use, he has a good sense of smell, so they are best for the searching team, so I cannot change the team, Naruto, Iruka said to Naruto. You can place another one instead of Hinata in team 8, Naruto said. I told you about team 8 and the team 10 is a purpose of tactics. Choji has good amount of chakra and Ino has her clan's jutsu and Shikamaru has the tactical genius to figure out something, they are the good combination together, Iruka said. I guess we are in a team as a strong team for domination, this is why Naruto and me are in the same team, Sasuke said. If we are together for domination with power, then why Sakura is in our team, Naruto said. Because she is the only option, Iruka said. Believe me, Sensei, our team will be more strong if Hinata will be in our team, Sasuke said. Yes, I know, but I cannot change it, Iruka said to Sasuke and Naruto. Beside, I think Lord Hokage would have something good in his mind, that is why he assigned Sakura with you, she is not a bad student, Iruka said. Yes, you are right, Sasuke said, because she is very bad, they both said at the same time and left from there. I am happy for Naruto, he found two good friends, Iruka thought in his mind. After a minute Hinata came there to talk to Iruka. What are you doing here, Hinata? Iruka asked. Ah, Sensei, I just want to ask you something, Hinata nervously said. I cannot do anything, Hinata, and I have explained everything to Naruto, Iruka said to Hinata. Hinata was sad now. Don't be sad, Hinata, believe me, it is for your goodness, Iruka said to her. Now go to the classroom, your Jonin sensei will come there at any minute, Iruka said to Hinata. Hinata left from there. Hinata went back to the classroom and then Naruto explained everything to her. After few minutes Jonin started coming to take their teams with them. All the teams left from the classroom, only 3 teams were left. Team 7, 8 and 9. After few minutes Team Asuma and Kurenai came there and took their teams from there. Take care of you, Hinata, Naruto said when she was leaving. Hinata smiled towards him and left from there. You don't smile towards anyone, but you were smiling towards Naruto, what it means you like Naruto, Shino asked. Hinata got panicked after hearing this and said there is nothing like that. Kurenai saw it and said it is not important, the important thing is you all are going to train together, Kurenai said and placed the hand on Hinata's shoulder and took Hinata with her. On the other side Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura were waiting there for their Jonin sensei. I think we should go to train, Naruto said to Sasuke. What about sensei? Don't worry, I will leave my clone here and we would be in academy ground when sensei will come, my clone will inform us, Naruto said. Don't you think to leave from here, Sakura said to Naruto. But they both ignored her and left from there and started sparring. Now they both were fighting each other. No ninjutsu, Sasuke, because we are in the academy ground, Naruto said to Sasuke. You are slow with even 3 Tomo Sharingan, Sasuke said to Naruto. Yeah, because I increased my weights yesterday, Naruto said to Sasuke. How much you have now, Sasuke asked. I have now 800 pound on my body, Naruto said to Sasuke. I only have 300 pounds on my body, I think I should increase my weights, Sasuke said to Naruto. Yes, you should, Naruto said. They had a 2-hour-long spar with each other. Now they both were tired. They lay down on the ground. After few minutes, Kakashi comes into the classroom and found only Sakura and Naruto there. Where is another one, Kakashi asked them. Clone informed Naruto about Kakashi. Real me and Sasuke are there on the ground, Clone said to Kakashi and dispelled himself. I tried to stop him, sensei, but he didn't listen to me and took Sasuke with him, Sakura said to Kakashi. So she is just defending herself and they don't even care for her. But they both were training based on their current situation. They can make a good team, Kakashi thought in his mind. Meet in at the rooftop in 5 minutes and then tell them to come there on the rooftop, Sakura said, and then Kakashi left from there. Sakura told them to come on rooftop and then left from there towards the rooftop. When she reached at rooftop, Naruto and Sasuke were already there. How did you both came here, Sakura asked. We have done the chakra control exercise, Naruto said to Sakura. So you all are here, so why don't you introduce yourself first, Kakashi said to them. What we have to tell, Sakura asked. You have to tell me your name and your likes and dislikes and your goal, Kakashi said. Why don't you tell us first, sensei, so that we would have an idea, Sakura said to Kakashi. I am Kakashi Hatake. I like reading book. What I dislike doesn't matter and my goal is nothing to do with you, Kakashi said. It's your turn now, Kakashi said. You start first, Pinky. My name is Sakura Haruno. I like, Sakura said and saw towards Sasuke. What I don't like, Sakura said and saw towards Naruto. The goal is, Sakura said and again looked towards Sasuke. Next one is you, Crow, Kakashi said to Sasuke. He Crow, Naruto said and laughed at Sasuke. Shut up, Naruto, Sasuke said and started introducing himself. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I certainly don't like so many things but like my friend, Sasuke said. He is talking about me, Naruto said and teased Sakura. I dislike fangirls, Sasuke said. Now he is talking about you, Naruto said to Sakura, again teased her. And my goal is to kill certain someone, but before that I will become strong, Sasuke said. Now it is your turn, short one, Kakashi said to Naruto. I am not short, Naruto said. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I like ramen and my friends Iruka sensei and Grandpa Hokage and Kurama. I don't like people who judge others and behave bad with others, Naruto said. And my goal is to become strong, Hokage, Naruto said. He is idiot but not as much as I have been told, Kakashi thought in his mind. Right now you all can leave. Meet me at the training ground at 7 a.m. tomorrow in the morning, Kakashi said to them. I will suggest all of you to not to eat anything. There will be test of you three, Kakashi said and left from there via sunshine. All of them left from there. Naruto and Sasuke left to eat something and then to train. Sakura again asked Sasuke to go to eat with him, but he again denied.